The question is, should you stay or walk away? Now, you really look at love and relationships. Relationships are full of highs and lows. But when things get tough, the biggest question is this worth fighting for? Or is it time to move on? Now, the tricky part is that no decision feels 100% perfect. If you stay, you may wonder what life would have been like if you left. If you leave, you might miss the good parts, even if they were only glimpses of what could have been. So here is the truth. Every choice comes with some level of loss. Every choice comes with some level of loss, but that doesn't mean you are making the wrong one. It just means you are human. And there's this illusion of certainty. We often wish for a clear answer. Something that tells us without a doubt whether we should stay or whether we should go. But relationships don't work that way. Even the right choice can come with sadness, frustration, or regret. If you leave, you might grieve the dreams you had for the relationship. If you stay, you might have to accept that some things won't change. Either way, there is something to let go of. The goal is not to avoid loss, but to make the decision that aligns with your long-term well-being. What it really takes to save a relationship is when couples struggle, the instinct is often to look at what the other person needs to fix. Now, if only they were more attentive, more romantic, more supportive. But real change starts from within. You understand? It starts from you. Instead of asking, how can they change? Try asking, how can I do, or what can I do differently? Relationships are like mirrors. Your actions influence theirs. It's a give and take. Your actions influence theirs, and vice versa. If you shift how you communicate, how you listen, or how you react, your partner will likely respond differently. You can't force change, but you can create an environment where it's more likely to happen. The hidden conflict between everyday arguments is most couples don't argue about what they think. They don't argue about what they think. They are arguing about, is really just about chores. They're always arguing about chores, money, or how much time you spend together. Beneath those arguments, beneath those surface level fights, there is always something deeper at play. Things like, do you value me? Do you respect my perspective? Do I have a say in this relationship? For example, imagine a couple fighting over when to do the dishes. One person says, let's clean up first, then relax. The other person says, let's relax first, then clean up. Seems simple, right? But underneath the real argument might be, do you appreciate the effort I put in? Are you trying to control me? Why don't you see things the same way? You understand? So beneath those surface arguments, there are things, the main thing that they are actually arguing about. So once you recognize these hidden layers, the conversation shifts from blame to understanding. The fight isn't really about dishes. It's about feeling heard, valued, and respected. It's not just about the dishes. It's about you feeling heard, valued, and respected. Now, there's an operating system of a relationship. Everyone brings their own habits, beliefs, and expectations into a relationship, like an operating system. They learned from childhood. The things you learn from childhood is different from what the other person learned from childhood. Okay, so if two people never take the time to create a new system together, they end up clashing over whose way is right. The key question is, can you let your partner's way of doing things exist without feeling like you are losing yourself? can you? Growth in a relationship isn't about proving who is right. It's about building something new together. Building something new together. Okay? Finding a balance. So, in most relationships, one person is more afraid of losing the relationship, while the other is more afraid of losing themselves. One fears abandonment and tends to give in. The other fears being controlled and tends to push back. Okay? These differences create tension. But the real issue isn't power. The real issue here is fear. They are not contesting for power. They are just afraid. When people feel unsafe, they react by trying to gain control. Some fight harder, others withdraw. But if you only focus on the behavior, you will never ever resolve the real problem. The better question to ask is, why do I see this as a fight? Why do I see this as a fight? What happens if I don't get my way? What happens if my partner does? The goal isn't to win. Is to understand why you react the way you do, and whether that reaction is helping or hurting your connection. Whether your reaction is helping or hurting your connection. So get that. Now the bottom line is, no relationship is perfect. No. There is no relationship on this planet Earth that is perfect. And no decision is without sacrifice. Whether you stay or go, there will be moments of doubt. The key is to recognize what's truly important to you and whether this relationship supports that. If you stay, focus on what you can do to improve the connection. If you leave, let yourself grieve without getting stuck in regret. Either way, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself, because that's the foundation for every relationship you will ever build. The relationship you have with yourself is the foundation for every relationship you will ever build. Now, if you did learn something from this video, I would like you to give this video a thumbs up and share this video so that more people will get to see it. And if you have not subscribed, please and please subscribe, and remember to turn on the notification bell icon so you get notified whenever there is a new video. Okay, so see you some other time, and remember that I do love you, and remember to always and always love yourself. Okay, so bye. Keep sharing love. Bye.